Good evening. Sorry about the few-minute late start there. I saw the stream quality go down, so I'm also hoping that my internet doesn't go out again like it did a few weeks ago. So hope things hold up. But if I start getting choppy, I turn down the bitrate a little bit to give it a little more breathing room. So I'm not sure why it started just not playing nice all of a sudden. But just no problem with the internet for weeks now. Right, literally the minute before I hit go live, I saw the thing start like, "Hey, I'm red. Whoa, hey, I'm red." So green right now. I had to reduce the quality a little bit, so we'll see if it keeps up. If it does, I'll kick it up again, but that's just the life of being a world-famous streamer, I suppose. So, how's everyone doing tonight? I got my decaf tea here ready to go. Evening, Van. We are going to be playing Startopia, which is a really fun, like, little business city management sim. It reminds me a lot about Theme Hospital, if you play that one. It's kind of got the same feel, a little humor to it, very British style humor. But I played that quite a bit. And it's funny, for this particular one, what I have installed is the GOG version. I actually went to GOG.com, realizing I didn't actually have the game I was planning to stream. Literally bought it, got the executable, copied it to my Windows XP machine, which we're running on here. You'll see the specs, let's see, over here. Specs will circle around here soon. It's a P4. And I just ran installer, install it, and then I could play it. That was it. Just bought it and transferred it. So that's the nice thing about GOG, is that you, on a compatible computer, can just basically move the game. You don't have to do anything for compatibility. And above all, nothing for DRM. That's the whole point with GOG. There's no DRM on it. Just drag it and you're good to go. Evening, Ethan. Welcome. As I said, we'll switch to action cams. You can see Zoe down here. She's already prepped up and ready. Look at the camera. No, I'm not interested. No? Alright. Fine. So this is, you'll see the spec cycle around here soon. As I said, this is a P4. 2.26 gigahertz, I believe. It's kind of a standard P4 in that sense. There's nothing, super special as far as specs go. Got a GeForce 4 4400 Ti, or Ti 4400 in there. So very capable machine of its time. Maybe not as powerful as some of the AMD contemporaries, but a really good, solid machine, especially for XP work. I got a few games installed there, but I haven't messed with this one too much. I'll make an episode on this computer sooner or later. We're a little newer now. This game is more of like a 2000, I think is when it came out, 2000, 2001. So, still retro. Still retro. It's, almost 20 years old, or it is 20 years old. And I just found out last week they're just releasing a remake of this game, actually, Star-based Startopia. So, if you like what you're seeing here tonight, you may want to check out the new one. It's coming out this month, I believe. Cat here everywhere. The Star-based Startopia is kind of a spiritual successor or remake of this game. There you go. You'll see the specs right down here. So yeah, P4 2.26. Made this yesterday. And Windows XP in this case. But we're going to launch Startopia. Like I said, this is the GOG version. I literally just drag over the installation over to this one, and that was it. We'll get to watch some intros, because this is the early 2000s, so you gotta have cinematic intros everywhere. Compressed little videos. It's got a nice little tongue-in-cheek humor in this one. I think you have to keep all the aliens happy in your space station. Think of it that way. So, again, very reminiscent of Theme Hospital and that sort of management. You're building rooms and keeping your aliens happy. So, not sure if anyone here has played on it, so. Yeah, Caesar 3 is addictive as all. Yeah, that one you'll just lose time on. Like, where did the hours go? Because you just want to optimize things a little bit. Give a nice little intro here. I went all out in the cinematics. But yeah, Caesar 3 is... It's a really, really good game. And I mentioned it many times when I was streaming it last time. I'm glad you're enjoying it. That there's so much room for you to grow in the game. Like, you can start out basic and then just expand and grow, and you can grow with the game. There's so many things you can tweak to get a really good, well-run city. Which I think those city sims are really good. And so I'm pretty sure there's one for Pharaoh. So that's in Egypt and the old Nile country then. And then there's one for, correct me now, isn't there one for Greek mythology too? I think it's like, do something now. I think there's Age of Mythology, of course, but then there's a city builder, I think, too, in that same series. Pretty sure, but I don't remember now. But there's a few other ones in that series. But Caesar started all. Caesar 1 is like flat overhead. Hell humor here. A monkey. but I love those city building games. I realized as I bought a couple more big box games recently, or last week or so. I really went for strategy games a lot as a kid. I realized that a lot of the games that I have are, quite a few like empire management and then business management sims, games like that. And there's, I don't know, I was drawn to strategy games because they're very relaxing. And then Caesar 3, challenging as it is, it's still fairly relaxing, but there's always something to do. Goodness, how much are you shedding, cat? Here, can you hold my beverage at least? No, use are you. How's everyone doing tonight? Anyone done anything fun or played any new games? I know Ventilator, you've been playing Caesar 3. Good choice. Anyone played anything else? Yes, the random monolith created a donut for this monkey, not, You get something with... And then the Bionic Man sound effect as he throws the donut into space. And it's a space station. Surprise. Startopia. I played this quite a bit back in the day. I remember some of it, but not all of it. And it was just one of those games I've been wanting to revisit for a while now. Camera yourself. There we go. So it may be a little bit of a discovery. I'm going to run through the tutorial stuff again. The basic premise is you have a donut-shaped starbase, as you saw there. There's 3 layers to it, I believe. There's one for, like, industrial stuff, one for entertainment, and then one for, like, a greenhouse, which is top layer. And you're building all these things to keep all the random aliens coming in happy. And they have different needs. Different aliens didn't want different things. And I've noticed that, so this is a computer that's kind of in the spec range for this game. So this game, I think, demands at least a 1.8. It's a 2.26, so it's not super fast. I ran this at 1024 768 just fine, but beyond that, I don't think this computer can do much. So this is a period-accurate computer. The game is 2001, and this computer is basically almost all the way through 2001. I create a profile. Very basic and minimalistic menu here, but we'll just go to play missions. Yeah, we'll do a little bit of tutorials in the beginning about building and beaming and stuff. I think you have a snarky assistant too, because this is a comedy game, so it has to have that. So, you're greeted here with, welcome, please be sure to follow these instructions carefully. If at any time you feel lost or have managed to break this fragile tutorial, please return to the game avatar by pressing the escape key. And reload the mission. Right-click on this panel to dismiss it. So this is your basic, you can move the camera around like this, but you see this is kind of like cargo hold. And then you can go to level 2. Probably can't right now. Yeah, it's not letting me yet. We'll get there, so. You interact with the world via the cursor. Okay, that's fine. You drag things around. Let's see, I think there's a way to lower the height. There we go. First, be familiar with the game camera control. The camera can move almost anywhere within the station. I can look in any direction. It can change height and slide from side to side. The 3 elements successful camera control. Right-click on this panel to continue. Scrolling. Cursor keys and move the cursor around to the edges. That's right. I remember. So is that kind of like a horror game or something? I remember seeing the ads for D, but I don't think I ever played it or tried it. So, yeah. That's the thing. Is a lot of those games are like they were a product of the time, and they're may not necessarily be as good as you were hoping. You know, changing height. Insert, and there we go. Or the rolling the mouse wheel. Unfortunately, this is a standard compact mouse without a mouse, so I'll have to make do. Move the keyboard over here because I have a feeling I'm going to need this a lot. Alright, look around. Right control. Yeah, I think that this probably will be served with a mouse wheel, which unfortunately the KVM I'm using doesn't support it. So most of the time I'm playing games that are old enough they don't use the mouse wheels. So it's not a big a deal, but I take some time to get used to the controls. Great, up, down. Feels like playing Crusade No Remorse with all these random keyboard shortcuts here. Straight down. Alright. These are crates. Almost all inanimate objects, such as crates, can be beamed into your pattern buffer. Place the cursor over the crate and left click. Yep. To beam the topmost item with your pattern buffer down, place the cursor on empty area and click the deck and left click. Nice little message. Message for you, sir. It's a test message. Right click the green box to confirm you have read the message and delete it. Yep, next lesson. Alright, we're gonna fly through these things here, so. Guzzler droid. To open this crate, place the cursor over the crate and right click. The Guzzler droid is like one of these worker droids, basically. This is a hard plan crate. It contains blueprints for a facility, in this case an energy collector. Energy collectors. Now we need an energy collector. Ow, cat. Let's see, can I rotate it? There we go. There we go. Alright. Accept. Now Guzzler droid is going to build up. You see the basic premise here is, again, not a city builder per se. Definitely more of a management sim. You have to manage your money and your resources and your aliens and keeping them happy, etc. So, little dark this game. Let's see if I can boost that at all. There's a menu in here that we can change that on. Options. Video. Seems like it's just this game that's kind of dark, so. Nope. I can run with this for now. It looks pretty accurate to what I'm seeing on the CRT, so I guess let me know if it's too dark, but it looks like it's generally fine. Cat hair everywhere. Wear a brusher every day. Alright, so we built the energy collector. It is now collecting energy. Up and running. Nice. Congratulations, you have completed the first tutorial. Let's click the green check to go to the next mission. Got it. Woo! You're not a moron. Huzzah. You're a winner. Well, thanks. Alright, we're gonna build the next thing. Next level. Okay. Advanced buildings and aliens. I think this game supports multiplayer too. You can actually, when you're building the station, think of it as a big donut, right? You have little slices that you can build on. And in multiplayer, you start in different areas and have to like compete for space. As you progress, you'll open up more space in the station. But I have not played this multiplayer, I don't think. Might be fun. The crate. A bench. Bizarre. Put the bench right there in the middle. Experiment beaming furniture up and placing in different locations. Ooh. Oh, easy enough. Open the birth heart plan. This is a birth set. Let's see, now we need to add some doors. Come back to me now. Need a door. Slumber pods. Yeah, so basically these little aliens come in here and sleep, basically, in this room. See how much it reminds of, like, almost like Dungeon Keeper and clock there. Ultra lamp. And a projector. Some more slumber pods. Steps. Nice. Remember here, that would be a lot easier. Alright, I've already done that. Building the room. Are you liking that, or is he gonna like freeze because I didn't in the right order now? Let's see if it looks better on. No difference. We'll leave it on that one. Filling the room. You can really get down on the ground level there. I don't want to restart the tutorial. I know how to do that. Click on room itself. Click on room itself. Yeah, thanks, Benlai. It's... Yeah, those clips are, just... There we go. I'll click the edit button. I appreciate you liking the video there. It was a fun one to make, even though I just made some mistakes. It's one of those I've been sitting for a long time. I just wanted to get it out, and I'm already working on the next one to kind of the sequel to this one, which will be kind of upgrading and making it into an actual gaming computer, because right now it's not much of a gaming shop thing, right? So. Alright, it's a simple lesson. To open up a new segment, right-click on either of the large bulkhead doors. Ooh, look at that. You can sometimes find things. Right-click on the alien. You now have its attention. The interface allows you to interact with the alien. Leave your cursor over each button and discover its purpose. Spend some time interacting with this. So yeah, skill, dedication. You can hire these guys, I believe. So you gotta hire the aliens, and they work in your machines, etc. So it's one of these games that's so addictive, and you're just gonna do one more thing, right? One more thing, and then it just runs out of control from there. So we'll be done with these tutorials pretty soon, I think. This will demonstrate how to place a cargo hold, one of two facilities in the game that must be played next to a whole wall to function. Yeah, this is where you receive stuff, I believe. That. Build the cargo hold. I'll discuss our droid is flying around there. And again, this runs really well for being a period correct machine. I'm not sure once it starts getting really full of stuff, but this will be basically all the components in this will be spot on for this game when it came out. So, no overkill, no underperformance or anything. Okay, yeah, that's the thing with the the AMD processor. I don't have much experience with them on the K area, so I only had Intel back in the day, not from like, oh, I'm not gonna have AMD, but it's just what was around or I had. Machines I bought used to have Intel processors, so alright, do this, accept this message to begin trading. Need industrial material. Bad price. There we go. Now I think that will come down here in our little cargo bay here, which is pretty cool. And it's interesting for me to experiment with other processors, and all of other YouTubers and people that may have a lot more experience with random processors to collect them, and I don't have that many processors or many options, so for me it's fun to experiment with the ones I do have, and that's kind of where most of my videos will focus. It's on things I have, or things I did enjoy, or things I just recently bought, but I'm not gonna, hunt for processors or anything like that, so it's fun to experiment. I'm curious to see how well it does now. I have some ideas, some benchmarks, what this machine will do. The trading. Alright, so I sell medical supplies now? Nice. Sell them for higher than I bought them. Great. What's next? Cargo hold. Room power. Repack room. How do you... Whoops. Oh, I can beat him up then. Industrial material. I can't pick that up. That back in there. Nice. Alright, let's see. Accept the message to begin trading. I already did the trading. What do you want? Sell all my stuff now? There we go. If you have a cargo hold, items you have bought are placed here. Cargo left on your decks will eventually decay, so a cargo hold is a preferred method to storing your goods. If the trade panel is active, right-click to remove it. To view the contents of the cargo hold, right-click the cargo hold. Go. Oh, nice. Just drops it right in there. So yeah, I'm really curious to see how well this machine performs, because I will do my, game test and everything. Oh, that's alright. That was a quick mission. Because it's the intent is that, and I want to go over that in the video too, but it will focus more on early Windows 98, because I feel that a lot of the builds, certainly I gravitate towards, or have for a long time, is like Windows 98 SE and a later 98 build, because you get so much power on like a P3 or something with, Windows 98, the range of games you can play on that is really great. But I want to kind of go back to the early 98 days. Remember that, the background and horrible ActiveX desktop and all that stuff. So the third layer on the space station is the biodeck. And it's a little green house. Looks all pretty. You look out into space. Look at that. Oh. Too far out of space, apparently. Did I go out a window? That's pretty funny. I think I broke the camera. Where am I? Well, that's pretty funny. Where's my biodeck? I return to my house. Ah, great. Did I break the camera already? Oh, there's the greenery. There we go. That's weird. I think it just kind of freaked out. Alright, land modify mode. Right-click on, left-click on landscape to raise it, right-click on landscape to lower it. Ooh. I don't think this... Maybe it does cost money to do this, or maybe it doesn't cost anything. Modifying water. Now we can make a little lake here. Nice. How pretty. The idea is that... Whoops! Kind of flooding there, it's alright. To create a little serene area for aliens to run around in. One adds or removes moisture from the soil, the other adjusts the temperature of the soil. Try them out. Ready to click the panel, continue. So this is the mod, or makes it more dry, greener, very green, and this temperature of the soil. Warm and humid, so then different aliens are going to want different habitat areas. Make it dry over here. Alright, this button determines the strength or size of the modify effect. The weakest effect to continue. Fine. Figured that out. Revert to normal cursor, click this button. That was a quick tutorial, but yeah, I don't think you have to do much in the biodeck. You're just creating like kind of like different habitats for aliens that they enjoy for leisure. The main stuff goes on in building rooms and all that stuff, so. I will cover combat and conquest as well. I just remember losing hours and hours in this game just because of the engagement you get playing and just kind of keep going. Controlling your forces in a conflict. There are 4 alien types that will fight for you in the event of a conflict. Muster points are used to gather your forces prior to an attack. To place a muster point, place a cursor over an empty area of the deck, then press and hold the right mouse button for a few seconds. There we go. To gather your forces around a muster point, click it. More times you click, the greater the importance of the muster point. Ah, nice. So I think you don't directly control your forces, you basically tell them from a waypoint where to go. Right-click to target. this is more important then. One guy will go over there, okay. I don't remember seeing that you have to do this too much until you get to a later game, but... Live target practice. Remember to target an enemy agent or item, left-click it. Be sure to remove any muster points you have active. When ready, right-click to. Remove the muster point. Alright. Where's our alien? Spy. Shoot him! Of course I got lasers. Boy, you can take a beating too. Hit that guy. I like he was sneaking there. Yeah. It's a nice little humor throughout this game. I can hang with the camera even though I'm missing that middle mouse button there. One thing I'm going to cover as well on the channel, I'm a little excited because we, as a family, decided to buy a, kind of like a all-in-one arcade machine, if you will. App Game sells from Walmart and Sam's Club, they sell like a stand-up arcade machine, so that should be getting it tomorrow. I'm planning on making a video on it, because the biggest thing is that you can quite easily plug in whatever HDMI device you want, and the control panel can then be used to control that. So you can plug in a Pi, or a Mister, in my case, or even a PC if you want to, and play retro games on there. I'm curious to try all that out. It's getting pretty good reviews considering what it is. Is it a real arcade machine? No, but it should be a lot of fun. Above all, I think I just want to play Turtles in Time, honestly, on it. Simpsons, those arcade games. Come on. Snap, snap, snap. There we go, right on the action. Any more aliens? Need health, but I don't think I have... There's another one. These are there. I need health, but I don't have a med bay yet, so... One of your residents just died. You're charged 1,000 to compensate a family disease. Alright, well... What gonna do? How many of these are there? Get him! I also planning to make a video, and I say that a lot, but on not only on this XP machine, but right. Let's top up your forces once more. Now we'll learn about breaching segments. Taking over enemy segments. To take over a segment, you must first set your opponent as an enemy. To do this, click on the station management panel. Let's click on the overview button. Click on the two opponent icons in the bottom right corner and set them to foe. Foe. Great, now you need a security discussor to breach a segment. A couple have been provided. Now right click on the bulkhead doors. Breach. Security discussor will now breach the lock. Anyway, I want to not only cover this computer itself, but then also for people that are still kind of getting into retro gaming, I think that just finding a cheap secondhand like XP level machine gives you a lot of like XP stuff. So, I don't want to cancel the breach. Come on, Scuzzer. Breach it. The security guard will now breach the lock. The message that just appeared allows you to cancel the breach if you change your mind. If you accidentally confirm this message, breach. There. Do your thing. Breach it. Huh. No action available. First lock on us side to side. We might skip this. Not doing anything. There we go. We just breached it. Aha! Come here, my darlings. Do you wish to cancel the directive? Oh, I didn't. I see. You could cancel that to not take over this, but we're gonna capture this one. But I think a lot of, like, you know, there's so many good options as far as retro gaming goes when it comes to PC that I think still, like, just finding some secondhand, like, XP, if you're coming in from scratch from nothing, a good quality or just decent quality XP machine with some basic components lets you play a lot of games that, you know, a huge range of games, honestly. When I do LAN parties, it's either Windows 98 or XP machines, because they have the broadest range. The XPs, of course, are usually just hand-me-downs. People are just getting rid of them or, you know, finding dirt cheap, so it's a good way to get into retro gaming. Especially when I talk to younger people who are like, you know, hey, I remember Windows, you know, Windows Vista. That was a nostalgic thing. I'm like, or Windows 7, that's nostalgic to them. How's the capturing going? Still working on it. This is the exciting part. Progress bar watching. Aha! Progress bar is completed. Well done. Now take over the next segment in the same fashion. Alright. No, I do not want to cancel the direct. So you can't expand them later on. He goes over here to breach it. I see. Not the most exciting part of the game, just a little progress bar going on there. Like, I like to have a range of machines, of course, now with the KVM here hooked up so I can play any of them, but I think if you need one machine and one machine only, pretty much as far as the broadest range, besides just, you know, DOS box emulation, which is also still really good, probably ending up with a Windows 98 or a XP machine. You know, especially you get an XP with, or you get a Windows 98 machine with an ISA card, and of course you have a lot more flexibility, so. Yeah, it is true. It's like, for pure nostalgia, 95 and 98, I think probably 98 is like the best in that sense. But it's fun too to experiment. You're right with Windows 3.11 because it does bring back a lot of memories, especially if I can replicate the compact I have on one that had the Xerox TabWorks program manager instead of the no bad guys. Actually shoot them. Taking a lot of hits here. Focus fire. We can get these guys down here. Focus fired them down. Got 4 guys left. You're not caring about my focus fire anymore. Let's do it. Clicking here. Focus them a little bit. I think it's just spawning in new guys now for me. Muster point. And then breach. Huzzah. You guys rally there. Because, yeah, I played so many things around the Windows 98 era that, you know, there's mostly the nostalgic stuff there, for sure. Alright. We're almost done with the tutorial, then we'll get into the main game. So. Capture that. And I just want to finish the tutorial. I know I'm just dragging this out here, but that's a matter of principle. I'm all of a security droid scuzzer guy. to... This is kind of a minor part of the game, honestly, the combat. I mostly remember the management and building the rooms and things like that, and that's where the game settles more for me. Especially because you get to deal with some of the humor going on in the game. That's where, again, it reminds me so much about Theme Hospital, with kind of that sparkle in the eye humor, if you will. You gotta treat different patients and different things, and they want different rooms, and... Come on. Come on, finish the progress bar. You can do it. Now, it becomes a really cool, like, as you pan around, well, you can see up here, right, it curves around. Well, that's enough now, right? Tutorials, excuse me, gotta be done now. Put a little lamp there. Don't have any powers, I can't build anything. The war you have with another player has reverted to peace. Well, yeah, I destroyed him, so... Is there anything else here? Don't tell me there's another one to breach, because then I'm done. The world's just kind of frozen, I forget that. We're going to go back to the main menu and actually start the... Yes, alright. No combat, not drag on too long. Let's go into the actual game, and there's missions, so... Cerulean Workers' Party. Alright, now we're getting into the actual game. Sorry about that 30-minute tutorial there. Alright, we're starting with some stuff already. We've got an energy collector. And this is a power booster. Nice.
This glistening before you like a jewel is the Grulian way station. I welcome you to it. Permit me to introduce myself. I am Val, a virtual artificial life form. It is my task, and possibly my pleasure, to assist you during your time at this way station.
Well, that's where the humor comes from. Of course, it's this little snarky guy you have helping you.
If I may be so bold, is as follows. Your employers, the Grulian Workers' Party, require you to turn this way station into somewhere the asteroid miners can relax between their arduous shifts.
Making a pleasure station.
I aid you, of course, and I wish you luck, speed, and freedom from stupidity.
Thanks.
Nothing will enter or exit the way station without a docking portal.
Docking planks. Things have to come in.
Plan crate provided. 2 crates containing scuzzer droids have also been provided to aid you in this task. When you complete it, vessels will be able to connect with the station, and cargoes of goods. Your objective is to build a docking portal.
Now we need to build a port.
Use the hard plan crate provided. I look forward to your construction with great eagerness.
New construction options. We're going to build a port right next to the power station. Why not? I don't know. There's something with that early 2000 aesthetic in these games that's like, it's detailed enough to look cool, but it's not like so super quality like you're kind of used to in modern games. There's something special about the early 2000 aesthetic, or just kind of the blocky models, I guess. Because, I mean, they're much better than, you know, mid-90s stuff. But, alright, Suka, welcome. Thanks for joining. We just got through a tutorial on Startopia, so we're just starting our first mission now, so you didn't miss anything really at all. And it's a little quieter today, I think so. I'm not sure, but I appreciate you guys joining.
All species need
Watch me
to
fumble around in this game here.
Universal truth. So I suggest you build a berth containing at least 5 sleeping pods.
We need a sleeping or a berth.
Provided. There will be no sleep until you've done it.
Our plan items, berth. Is a sleeping area, basically. We're going to do this. 4, that's 5. There we go. We'll build it like that for starters. Door in here. And we need our slumber pod, so we just did this in the tutorial here a minute ago. Come in and sleep. There we go. We'll put a chronometer and up here, aka a clock. The ultra lamp, because it sounds cool. An image projector. Nice. Accept. This is a much more chill game than a lot of the other ones I might have played or whatever, but I found myself, I mentioned earlier, again, it's like I found myself looking at the collection I have, and a lot of them were like these slower paced strategy games. I think I just enjoyed the management of, like, economy management, or, ooh, alien arriving. Hello, alien. And to hire you, probably.
A lavatron is
A
required.
lavatron is required.
These units sanitize, refresh, and clean anyone entering them. Some races are cleaner than others, but at least with a lavatron, you're giving them the option to divest themselves of all the
a
germs,
lavatron.
goo, and unhygienic horridness that they may be caked in. Again, you'll need to use the hard plan.
Oh, I suppose it makes sense. You need that. Basically, toilet. And I think it's pretty limited here, but it's like you saw the people over here earlier on the tutorial, when the station opens up and you get that donut curve, that's when it gets kind of cool, so. And I go off the other layers right now. Because I know that the third layer is the, it's called the Bio Garden, if you will, or the Biodome. But I don't know the second layer. Here we go, the Lavatron. Are you guys happy?
Things seem to be going well. My fears that you'd be a disaster
Hey, built
appear unfounded.
sleeping pods and a
Way
toilet.
Station Zeton Setoi imploded a while ago when its supervisor unprimed the flux discharge tunnels, and the static
And it's definitely got, you know,
instantly turned the place
hints
back
of,
into star stuff. No,
Dungeon Keeper for sure.
the design of that place was nothing like this. Not
Dynomat.
You must construct a dynomat using the hardplan crate. This will feed the population, at least until it gets much larger.
A little closer. Thought I could expand that one, but not. I probably a little smart, I suppose. But so then the game just expands with more and more rooms and more things to do, and there's certain objectives you have to meet too. These guys are going in sleeping pods. You can see which ones are occupied because they cost money. This is like a hotel. I like you can like just go all the way down to the ground level here and look around what's going on. You got a really detailed city after a while.
Your droids are working hard. As I have to say, are you?
Droid
However,
recharger
you
is
don't
your
need
construction
recharging,
task.
and they do. A droid
Makes
recharger
sense.
is your construction task. Unless you are denser than an embryonic anti-quasar, you'll know
Charger.
by now that you'll need a hardplan crate to do this.
I'll put that out of the way a little bit. There we go, in the corner. That's where you guys will live. Go build a recharging station for yourself. You don't have to recharge. Say, we talked about Caesar 3 earlier. Do you guys have any favorite, like, management games of the style? I'm thinking like this, Dungeon
Your
Keeper,
progress is certainly
you know, all
impressive.
your sim games,
An
and
impartial observer might
there's a
comment
lot of
that you
games
have
like
the
this. I was
luck
trying to
of
think
the
even
roulette
like,
playing
I played
Decapus of
Capitalism
Axis
years
Prime.
ago too, which is a kind of supply chain management game. Rula's playing the Decapus of Axis Prime. Things are progressing.
Supervisor, your lack of ineptitude is a blessing. So it's time
Ooh,
to
open a
work
new
in
segment.
sync. This will give you a new area in which to expand. You may congratulate yourself, but not for long. There is much to do. You are aware.
If I wasn't
of
so
how the
cynical, I'd be
hard
quite
plan
excited
crates
at the
operate,
prospect.
And you'll need this knowledge to construct a wealth of new units. If I wasn't so cynical, I'd be quite excited at the prospect.
Freebie. Ooh. See what's in this. Crash. No. Yeah, Master of Orion is fantastic, and I haven't played 1 yet. I was going to stream that sometime. But I haven't really played 1 at all. 2 is the one I've spent a lot of time on. I haven't played 1 much. Just basically started out and tested it and realized that it looks a little different than 2, so I got scared. Crash. Droids out. Beam up the trash. Oh, it's actually my so the webcam that I used to use is the action cam. That's over there. The this camera here is my camera that I use for the YouTube filming, which is a Lumix GH4. So that's why, and I'm using just a simple USB little dongle thing to actually use as a kind of like a cam link. I'll pull the trash over here. I think these guys are going to pick it up, so. Yeah. Yeah, Sim Tower is fun, and I actually played the same thing after stream, but yeah, SimCity 4 is such a good... I mean, is that the pinnacle of, like, what you would consider the classic SimCity? I mean, it's like the... as far as it went. Feels like.
A recycling plant is urgently required.
Recycling.
Efficiency is everything in space.
Oh, thanks.
By
that's
recycling, you'll convert waste almost
I'm making a video now too. I keep saying that, but yeah, the little USB stick is one of those you find from like anywhere.
Plant, but more of that later. Your first task is to build it in a useful position.
4 salt talks are required to work the recycling plant. So first, let's build a recycling plant. Ooh, it's a big one. So I need to hire 4 salt hogs. Venus the Star Whistle. Great. Can I hire you? Yes, you're hired. Hire someone else. How are you looking? Model citizen. You're hired. How about you? Picking random aliens now. Oh, black and white. Yeah, that's right. That's a game that I played quite a bit. Never owned a big box, and it's one of those like it's a little hard to get into almost. I mean, maybe correct me if you feel I'm wrong there, but I always felt it was hard to get in. Like once you get going, it kind of keeps going, but the commitment to not doing an interface can be challenging sometimes, I think, and it's ultimate like Peter Molyneux. That's his. That's the best way I can describe that game, right? That's very much his essence of like a God game, with minimal interface and mostly just like kind of like self-learning dynamic gameplay. So, but I'd like to have the big box set up too, but I haven't bought that one yet. I'm trying to kind of like not necessarily just accelerate how many big box games I buy, but try to consolidate and buy the games I really want. I have some that I want to get rid of and sell, but just trying to like focus on the ones I want or the ones I'm missing from my childhood or whatever. So there we go. I think you recycle the stuff and it goes to energy. So
Supervisor, why not help your scuzzer droids by beaming up rubbish and junk and
dropping
directly
directly into the recycler?
into the recycler? Or is such
yeah, it does
a
have
menial
iconic
task
narration.
below you?
Nice. You can pick up the trash. That becomes then just energy. Even the particle effects start flying here. It does slow down a little bit, so.
Good. The recycling plant is built. But as I said, you need 4 salt hogs to operate it. Hire them using the hire menu. Remember that although it pays to get the best, Supervisor, why not help your scuzzer droids by beaming up rubbish and junk and dropping it directly into the recycler? Or is such a menial task below you?
House there? Oh, they're hard to find. Yeah. I know that that's different from different markets, and that's certainly the thing too. I mean, I grew up in Sweden, right? So I bought a lot of ones when I was a kid. There was certainly availability, but I mean, coming to the U.S., it's just like there was nowhere when I was after I started like collecting in Sweden and stuff. It's hard to find even there, just on out and about or free. Here, it's a lot more available now. There's a lot more collectors here too, so.
Supervisor, why not help your scuzzer droid?
Who are you? I am familiar with all the way station supervisors from the Grulian worlds through the 6 floors right out to the Kelpian black hole.
I'm boring. I'm not drinking. I saw your tweet there about your beer night, so I'm excited to check out that choice, but Captain Cola for myself.
The free traders. Delighted to meet you. Anyway, I'm in this sector off
bargain? Yeah, I'll take some Scuzzer droids, please.
And as I have a couple of scuzzer droids I don't require, I thought I should give
got
you
cat.
refusal.
Back. I think she was fed, so.
If you took them.
Go back to that. Cat, just hi. You need to give me attention right now. Yeah, I've always, like, I know, there's opportunities for thrifting here still, too, but I still feel like I want things to settle down before I start going out and, hunting again. But, there's more people now collecting, so it's harder to find. I haven't found a score for a long time. It used to be that big box games popped up on, like, local marketplaces here and there, but they really don't anymore. At least not the same way they used to. You kind of gotta keep a sharp eye out for stuff, so.
As supervisor, I must demand
And
your
your
immediate
attention.
attention. Some technology crates have arrived, and I insist that you open them without further delay. Today reminds me of the Grulian Festival of Crimbus, when a random selection of gifts and
there we go. Let's see
no-grade
technology
toxins
crates
are handed to the youngsters.
Lavatron.
who either squeal
You can build that all the time now.
or
Dynomat.
choke as their ventricles are temporarily
Birth.
paralyzed.
Nice.
You are busy, and therefore it gives
Gives
me
me
pleasure
pleasure
to
to interrupt
interrupt you, supervisor.
3 tasks, which
Three
situation are
tasks await your attention.
starting to speed up
You
here
must
now.
construct another Dynomat, a Lavatron, and a Birth.
So you gotta keep building, because
Population is
otherwise,
increasing, and if you
they
neglect
become
these
unhappy.
tasks, you could face a mob of hungry, smelly, tired customers. And I
Oh,
won't
nice.
wish
That's
that
always fun too. And for me also, when I'm getting rid of stuff, to give it to someone that, or sell it to someone that actually is going to use it is something that's more desirable, I don't know, it's just feels like it's going to a good place. But yeah, you're right. A lot of the games I have been bought over time, just trickle, and then a couple of big scores, but then at least half of the, or if not, maybe less than that, is from my childhood that I just saved over time. I would just say bought over a long, long time. Let's see, we need to build another Dynomat. Another Birth. Four, 5. The door over here. Lumber pots, I think that works pretty well there. And I was able to find a few, I at least got one, and I did a video on it, I think. It was basically a generic listing that had just, we're selling out a garage sale. And I saw just one picture had a shelf in the back. And anytime I see one of those, I always look and see, like, does it look like books, or is it big box games? In this case, it was big box games, and I went there, and they had quite a few, and I said I did a haul video on that one. And those are almost the ones you have to kind of keep an eye out, because the ones that just like, here's a big box games, and they just vanish immediately. Yeah, that's the hard part about keeping that. My parents were, my family was always giving me crap about, the big box games, because they're like, oh, it takes so much space, why don't you throw away this cardboard? And I don't want to keep them, and, I'm very happy I did. Even though I didn't have all of them, because what happened is, and I probably mentioned it before, at some point, through a move or something, I had them actually in trash bags, which sounds ridiculous now, right?
The salt hogs you previously hired are good workers,
We
and
got
in
excited to
line
bring
with
the
your
total
current
number of
expansion.
salt hogs employees up to
It
6.
might be an excellent idea to bring the total number of salt hog employees up to 6. Use
hired.
your skill, judgment, and instinct.
Hey, Ted, welcome.
Those that won't let you
You're gonna
down.
mock me for my, our thing? There we go, hide more guys.
Well, I've seen
Surprise come and
supervisors
go,
come
but
and go,
yeah, it's so
you're
hard to
like
keep
in the
everything,
real world,
right? Because it's like,
you
what do you keep? And I remember a very vivid thing, because my parents were hoarders for a long time. We're not hoarders, but they kept a lot of stuff. And then by the time my mom would throw something out, then my siblings were like, why'd you throw that out? It was like an original, like, Carhartt, like, ski jacket from the 80s,
You don't want to buy it.
Yeah, that's the thing. You always, like, want to keep it for later, but how do you keep all of it? And I'm trying to, like, be more narrow and focus what I collect or what I want now, which is why I mentioned, like, kind of cleaning up some of my big box collection and selling the ones I don't want. And started early. I think I started at normal time, right? Is there a time zone, or have you guys gone to daylight saving? We did last weekend, right? Yeah. Oh, that might be throwing you off, Ted, because I think here in the central time zone in the U.S. we went to daylight savings here now last weekend, so we went forward an hour. So, but there's probably a bit of a time difference right now, more than normal. I know that there's some. Yeah, that's the worst part of the games that get crushed, and I want to do a video on that too. I'm not repairing the boxes. I want to keep going in the routine of that. I'm hoping to at some point, like, work through my collection instead of just hoard collecting, but actually collecting for the sake of, having nice things. So. Alright, I don't have a Rechargatron. So yeah, there's a difference now between Europe and us. Because I know that, talking to people in Sweden too, there's a time when time difference changes for a few weeks, so. What's the next
It would
thing?
be wise to make sure there are enough facilities to service those aboard, Supervisor. Keep a close eye on your facilities.
He's being
and
overused?
build
Nope.
more
It's
if
overused?
you see they're being
Nope.
overused.
What's this looking? Dynamite? Dynamite. Mean. Lavatron, I don't know if they're overused or not.
It would be wise to make sure there are enough facilities
Our
to
facilities
service
are pretty
those
good.
aboard, Supervisor.
But it would be
Keep a
nice to see
close
some
eye on
graphs
your
or something,
facilities
if there's any.
and build more if you see they're being overused.
Alien residents, visitors, droids, overview. There we go. Is that the food graph?
Excuse my interruption, but I have new orders from
New
the
orders
Brilliant
from Brilliant
Worker
Worker
Party
Party
Secretary.
Secretary.
You are to expand the waste
Communication relay
into a
post.
communications relay post. I assured the GWP that you're capable of this. I hope this faith in you is not misplaced.
Oh yeah, I
Otherwise
keep
we'll
everything.
think, oh,
And it's the one
brave
I think I
travelers
kicked myself
have
for too.
also
When I
been
got that
granted
score a
access
while
to the
back,
station.
the
How
person that I bought the boxes from, or the family I was buying the boxes from, was the guy who originally had them. Basically had separated all of us. There was like boxes and boxes of just manuals loose, and then I didn't think too much of it. Yeah, texture, sure, that kind of muddy, low poly style. Medium poly style, I should say. But then, yeah, I didn't realize how many of those manuals might have been for some of the boxes I bought from that group there. They were cheap, so I'm not going to complain too much, and there's some missing, but I should have just said, like, can I just buy that big box of all the manuals and then sort of through them? I'm sure I have some that are missing, so.
The GWP have dispatched a number of
Target
target
communication
experts to your station. Whilst members of the TARG make good workers, don't be fooled
keep
by
target
their
boys happy.
insectile nature. The TARG are a proud race.
So,
They
do I
would say
get
haughty
a
and
communication
aloof. The new
thing?
TARG employees need looking after, Supervisor. Remember, they're an entirely different race. Ensure your facilities can
So,
accommodate
I don't have
them
anything else I can build, right? What do these, Targ guys want? I wanted to hire you. I don't know what it's going to do, but communications relay. Is that what I built here?
2 hard-plan crates have been provided.
they
From
built 2
these, you
comm
may
sensor.
build 2 comm sensors. After all, if you want to expand, you
There
must
they are.
communicate with the outside universe. That's an
sensor.
old Brilliant cliche, if you must know.
Set. Comm sensor. We might have to hire another alien then. Or gray, I should say. Yeah, now we got turbo power tonight. We're running on P4, so yeah, this is XP. And we talked about it earlier, but it's definitely like, you know, a newer game, and that's kind of wanted to. I felt like one of these, like Zuko was saying here up too. It is something extra nostalgic with this particular early 2000s style, and you see the game starting to get a little choppy here now with as much stuff's going on. You get the ant farm thing again, which I like, but I wanted to. I played a lot of games in this era too, but this is exactly a 2001 game on a P4 from 2001 with a video card from 2001. It's pretty much a straight 2001 build, so it's very time period accurate.
I apologize for tearing you from your presumably vital
Emergency
work,
message.
But an emergency message is arriving via the comm sensor channels.
Comm sensors working here. Battle Surrender 5. Request urgent docking. Repeat, request urgent docking. We have a sick passing. VIP diplomat is critical ill on board. Request immediate docking. That's a good question. For me, right now, most certainly, the, I would say the, one thing I'm missing is my first, like, real computer. I had a 286, I don't remember what, it was just some generic box, but, that I got as a hand-me-down. But the other machine I got was, have a...
You know, we could cure that
Little diplomat. Hold on, a sick bay.
if only we had a sick
Can I get a sick bay, please?
What course of action should we... We have a problem. Our diplomat is very under the weather. And there is
Into
little we
religion.
do
Can I
about
just get a...
Yes, supervisor.
Thank you, because we... Yeah, there we go. Buy a sick bay. Thank you, sir.
I never offer this to
Where did I
anyone
drop
else,
it?
but I have a nearly new sick bay.
Ooh, how
If you
convenient.
want it. I never thought I'd sell it as it was a gift from four of my
Mid
mothers.
door.
But
We're gonna focus on building this room before the alien arrives. Diagnosis unit. A waiting couch. But that chair is the... Ooh, Amiga 64. Ouch, that hurts. Diagnosis unit, we'll put another one in here. There we go. More waiting couches here. Ultra lamp. Image projector. Accept. Whew. Yeah, it's hardware. Oh wow, yeah, I never got rid of voodoo cards. We'll say that, but I only really bought one. The rest have just kind of fallen on me. Or no, sorry, I bought a second one too from a friend, but I have to hire these guys. What I above all miss or would have back in an instant is my compact Presario 46, because it was one of those like all-in-ones, like the monitor, computer, and all that stuff in one unit. So it's kind of desirable now in the collector circuits, if you will, because it's so iconic in design. And I have an HP or a Packard Bell that's very similar, so I'm hoping to refurbish that one. But the they're going in there to work. Good. The, oh, goodness. What's going on at the same time? The, Combat Presario CDS, I just have so many memories of that guy, and it's just, it's a 4-6 33SX, not powerful or fast, but it was, there's Diplomat, let's see if we can cure him. And it's just, I have so many memories of playing on that computer. There are a lot of my, like, original learning to use a computer was on that machine. Finding that is pretty much a holy grail again, so... Yeah, Voodoo 3, I'm actually pretty lucky because I never had one. I was already kind of past the Voodoo by that point. I think I had a TNT or something. But a coworker of mine, he knew I started getting into retro stuff, and he's like, "I have my Voodoo 3 still. Going to buy it from me." So I bought it for like $30 from him or something like that. It was a Voodoo 3 3000 PCI. So I'm probably going to put that back in the P3. I used to have it in there, but I have that Radeon 8500 in there. Huzzah, we cured him.
Who arrived on the Zedum shuttle Surumdai has made a full recovery. Apparently, he drank some bad mucus
Alright,
wine.
good news from the sickbay supervisor. Diplomat who arrived on the Zedum shuttle Serendai has made a full recovery. Apparently, he drank some bad mucus wine. You, it seems, are to be congratulated on your handling of this delicate incident. Alright. Cash. Next level. The Grey Council. So yeah, that's the thing. It's like I think I have most of the big box. There's some that I'm missing from. That makes me sad. Settlers 2 is one I'm missing. That one makes me sad because I really had Settlers 2 and the mission box. And then also I had Team Hospital, which seems to be getting really rare for some reason on the big box side. I made a list of the ones that I realized I missed as I started like trying to remember it, and then I'm trying to sort of slowly but surely kind of recoup those by buying one at a time. So I do have some parts on hand. I don't have as much as I think a lot of people do. I tried to basically have complete systems, especially for the streaming side of things, so I have at least like 4 systems ready to go from different eras to stream. Sick bay. A port, we'll need that. Come in. Ooh, that's always tough moving, yeah. Power booster, that's pretty helpful. Beam these up here. Accept. What's this one? Okay, alright, we'll build that too then. Alright, okay, so it was medical supplies. That. Recharging, I will need that. Let's see here now. I'm used to all this. Recharger. It's pointing this way. Alright, nice. Yeah, so I try to keep most machines complete. I almost get, like, I really want computers to be, you know, ready to use, if that makes sense.
The sick bay has been added to your build menu. This should make things easier. I'd advise not spending all your energy on building a huge sick bay. Start small.
Yeah, that's always when you move, or you have to make some hard choices depending on what you're moving. It's like you can't just always keep everything, and that's just the hard truth, right? Sadly. I built a cheap one here, sick bay diagnosis unit. There. I have a chronometer in here. A image projector that's outside, and an ultra lamp, because you gotta have an ultra lamp. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Alright, there we go. And then we're gonna hire these guys. Oh, he's already hired. Never mind. Started with some hired people, alright. Yeah, that's the thing, is like, what do you build? And I kind of want you to... I voted for the flaming turbo P4 you had there, whatever that was, because that looked interesting. But, looked like it was fast. I try and not have too many loose parts around, and also it's getting harder to find.
100 patients. Additionally, you must not let more than 10 die. Our friends the Greys have delivered a berth, Lavatron, and Dynamat.
Holy moly, you gotta save a lot of people here. The berth. Hard to fit here. Let's see, we'll do these. The door here. The door on this side too. Lumber pods. We'll probably add more here later once we get more people. I feel that's probably looking at my cash now. I don't want to get into the mistake I've done in the past where I just, you know, go bonkers with the and burn through all the stuff. It's mechanical live. Hot Rod PC, yeah. So that would give the Hot Wheels PC a run for its money easily. Dynomat. Matt. Sabatron, we'll need that for sure. Beam that up.
Your first patient. Not being alive, I can only guess how good it feels.
Put it here if I can. Oh, is it too cramped? Alright, fine. Thought it would fit there. Oh. Fine, we'll build it over here. See if I care. Oh, nice. Dream shop. Modems, that's probably the only...
Fitting so much into a small area,
might be advisable. Fine, I'll expand.
It might be advisable to expand into an adjacent segment.
Now I need a recycling center.
And install a comm sensor. This will give you advance warning of emergency situations.
Throwing things at me now.
Influxes of patients.
Yeah, it's very Star Trek-y. On the modems, that's probably the one thing of old technology that just would do much. I was planning on, like, practicing soldering on modems, really, because there's nothing else you can do with them.
Nice hospital. Oh, I wish I was extremely unwell, so you could look
comm
after
sensor, cycler. Anything else I want to buy here right now? So that's cycler. That for sure. Except, what's the last one we had now? Comm sensor. That's right, we need that. That we can fit here. Solid. All right, now we need to hire some guys. You're hired.
Long may this good work continue.
You're hired. You're hired. Yeah, that's the thing. There's not much you can do with modems, so... Yeah, that's true. I think LGR was working on videos now where he was using dial-up and stuff in a very cool manner, so that was neat. Trying to find a use for that stuff,
The Greys
you know?
have health inspectors who may visit at any time without warning. These people can close the hospital down if they find... Yes,
no.
once you finish building your first sick bay, we can expect patients to begin coming aboard. Remember,
Keep some
only a
aside for expanding
weak-minded
later.
fool spends all their energy. You'll note
Yeah.
a port, droid charger, and power booster have been
Alright, blah blah blah, lots of...
Congratulations on your new post. You have signed. The Greys expect you to cure 100 patients. Additionally, you must not let more
Cure
than 10
100
die.
aliens.
You have signed the contract that the Greys insist upon. However, I have checked the microprint.
Or at least 100
and the
patients.
two brains are so inefficient as data storage devices. You are before
I
the
did
hospital
hire.
can be fully constructed. You must build the initial facilities. As before, hard plan.
I did
and
all these things
technology
already.
crates have been
Throwing things at me, goodness.
Gentle reminder. You need to build your initial facilities
I
using
did.
the hard plan so generously provided.
Already have a sick bay, I got everything.
Doctors, unlike myself, are not perfect. You should check the skill levels of those you hire. Poorly trained
level
doctors
was
are
higher,
as dangerous
fine.
as a Carizian proximity mine.
Sleeping birds are fine. Cycler is staffed, I think. Where's our people that are hired? Yeah, it is. It's a donut-shaped space station. So you'll see that it actually kind of curves and becomes like a really cool shape as you play. So let's see
There
what
is a
happens.
solar flare in progress. Shall I reconfigure the collector to gather some solar energy?
Listen, do you want something useful? I have quite a bit of hospital stuff
A lot
here.
of hospital stuff.
Fell off the back of a trolley.
Oh, I need a hospital. I see. Oh, medical supplies probably need. Food supplies. We have to do medical supplies in there, I guess. Here's 7 people. Build another sick bay here soon. What I should do.
Inspectors have arrived. If the hospital facility is still dirty by the time they leave, we
Not dirty,
are
it's
in
clean. Look,
serious
it's very
trouble.
clean and pretty. I'm curing people just fine. See, it's fine.
The solar flare has ended.
That was bonus energy. I think that's what you use for cash, basically, is energy. Energy collector is pretty small there. Sensor. Try some more doctor. Build another sick bay. Yeah, extreme. It just doesn't hurt anything to try, right?
Gentle reminder, you need to build your initial facilities.
I
using
did
the
build all
hard
my
plan.
initial
We have
facilities.
incoming casualties. 8 hurt miners are expected soon. Supervisor.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm using it
Pressure
for.
backflow
Oh my
valve
goodness.
has burst in the mines and there are salt hog casualties. You better get them.
Then build another
as soon as
hospital, because
possible.
my goodness.
Hurt salt hogs are not what this hospital needs right now. There are often
Flying
more
all over the
patients
place.
in sick bays. You should construct more sick bays, therefore. This will help when there are big influxes.
Door. And let's see, we have waiting couches. And then diagnosis units. Then another, let's see, waiting couch. Where did I go? Build that. I'm gonna hire some
Patients are
more
being cured now.
aliens.
Excellent work.
And patient secured. Alright, it's just things are flying fast now. That's the thing, what happens is that it's just nice to enjoy
You have
retro
run
games this
out
way.
of a type of cargo.
Medical supplies? Can I buy more?
Do you want something useful?
Yes, I want something useful. Give me more medical supplies.
What a bit of hospital stuff here
The health inspectors are impressed with the extreme cleanliness of your hospital.
Nice, got extra cash.
They
It's a
award
clean
you
hospital.
your cured
Not a
patients
cash.
who want rest and recuperation. How about providing accommodation and entertainment?
Doctors also
for them?
benefit from having something to take their mind off
Doctors
work.
will also benefit from having something to take their mind off work.
Alright, so we need to build
The Grey Council has provided suitable technology for you to build
rest and recreational facilities.
Unpack the crates to add the hard
Unpack the
plans
crates to
to
add the
your
hard place to your
build
build menu. Where do they go? Oh my goodness. General store, music shop, corridor lamp. These are all like plans. Holy moly. Sorry. At least, well, you can build recreational facilities. We'll see what that entails. I'm not sure yet.
There is a solar flare in progress.
Yes,
Shall I
get
read
some
you?
extra
Just
energy,
the other
please.
day, a medical droid acquaintance of mine informed me of the advantages of a dispenser in the curing of carbon-based life.
Spencer.
I'm sure you're aware of this. The pleasure deck on this station is now available for
Ah, pleasure
rehabilitation.
deck. There we go.
Build your new facilities on this deck. A pressure backflow valve has burst in the mines, and there are salt hog casualties.
So that's coming, you know.
Better get
I
them
need to hire more
as soon as
grays.
possible. Hurt salt hogs
You are
not what
hired.
this hospital needs right now.
Trying to keep up with you guys chatting here, but it's just things are flying so fast now. Probably need to build another Lavatron. I only have one. Oh, I can't build
A
anymore.
pressure backflow valve has burst in. Gentle reminder. You need to build your initial facilities using the
did do
hard.
that.
The Greys expect you to cure 100 patients. Additionally, you must not let more than
So this is
10
number
die.
2, which is
This
the
forms
pleasure
part of your contract, and the
level
Greys are
entertainment
sticklers
district
for
here.
such
So
things.
build a general store, cash from that, a music shop,
The solar flare has ended.
and then a Star Hotel. I don't know how my guys get up here, but
You have run out of a type of cargo.
ooh, food supplies. That's a good one to run out of.
The
I have to pick up a
number
droid
of
and move him.
patients is now 20. This is
Where are my
certainly how
droids?
things should
Where are my
be.
droids at? Oh, there you go. It's going up to the second layer, I think. Yep. Ooh, beaming up. There we go, Ted. Alright, we need food,
Branched out into the health industry. Wise move.
medical supplies, and probably another scuzzer. How much cash do I have? Yeah, I got good. Probably build another power booster maybe, but like this for now. Scuzzer. We'll actually do medical supplies on level 1. Food supplies. I don't have anywhere to store
You
them.
have successfully treated all the salt hog miners.
Alright,
You have
bonus
received-
payment,
The hospital
nice.
is expecting 8 aliens with food poisoning. Be
Red
ready
treat
to
them. That's
them.
alright, we got that stuff
Gentle
going.
Reminder, you know there was a big banquet last lunar rotation. Well, the feasters have been poisoned by something they
Nuke is
ate.
wine again.
The finger of suspicion points towards a bad
Oh,
batch
the
of
hospitals are
mucus
running at
wine.
full speed here now, but although I
Let's
could
get the ill
probably hire
diners
another
on the road
gray.
to recovery before we conjecture further.
There's a lot of activity now going on here. Oh, there's a lot of trash right here. I only have one Lavatron, which is starting to become a little bit of a problem, I think. There we go. Yes, it's very, very Star Trek. It's just exactly the same sound effects, right? Hey, you're hired.
The inspectors have arrived. If the hospital
Yeah, the
facility
hospital's
is still
clean,
dirty
don't
by
worry
the
about
time
it.
They leave. We are in serious. A new alien race has come aboard.
Sirens.
They are the sirens. When
Oh
I saw
my.
them, I felt a
There you go,
strange
Ted.
tightening of some of my metal parts. This could be a malfunction. In fact, I'm getting it now, just thinking about their smooth, firm.
No fun.
Alright, we hit your thing.
We're rebooting.
Crash. We're making cash on these things at least, so that's good. The hotel here. Leaving stuff just hanging around.
There is a solar flare in
Yes,
progress.
please
Shall I
reconfigure the solar
collector
panels.
to gather some solar energy?
Like, all these games, like, they turn into such a... I mean, there's not much idle time in this one right now. It's just things flying all over the place. But, keeps you busy, right? Enough medical supplies. I'm treating. I've treated 27. So there's just Siren, Ted. It's a soda. Caffeine-free soda. Like, I'm living on the edge tonight, so...
Hi. How are you?
Need to buy more things. Do you have Dynamite? Love Nest. There you go, Ted.
Fancy a glass of mucus
Dispenser.
wine, no.
The Nemric.
Actually, we're not drinking either.
We need a Scuzzer for sure. The power booster would be nice, I think. We have comm sensor. We gotta buy the Love Nest. Yeah, that's a lot of cool sound effects in this one. Okay, what do we have first here? Love Nest.
The solar flare has ended.
Can I build that here? Oh, I see. It's one of those. Should I beam up there now? Power booster. Oh, let's place the power booster first. Yeah, it's a very, like, media-wise, it's a very cool game. Alright, Ethan, thanks for stopping by. I'll see you later. And then we will go to layer 2 and unpack the Scuzzer droid. Need that. Got Ted's little thing here. Finally, your dream has come true. We have a Love Nest.
Excuse me, but someone has just died. This is a first for your hospital. Still, you have.
Oh no, someone died. Love chair.
You have cured 30 patients. Things are
They
going
just said
well.
someone died. Things are going well. I got a row of love chairs and a love waiting seat.
You have run out of a type of cargo.
I assume we have to hire those, you know, ladies for that. Curing people as fast as I can, but I'm out of medical supplies. Okay, they're nice. Okay.
Are expected any minute. Prepare yourself.
Contagious? Oh no.
A group of highly contagious people are on board. You have to move like the solar wind.
Well, how can I do it?
Prevent their sickness spreading to others.
Like, I can't do anything about it. They're just
There
there.
was a big banquet last lunar rotation. Well, the feasters have been poisoned by something.
But they don't, you know, affect other people. Where are my, what did I buy here? Food supplies.
The ill diners. The Greys expect you to cure 100 patients.
So those are all the missions I have.
More than 10 die.
Yeah, love chairs. You interpret that any way you want. No one's built to death, but I would really like to buy some medical supplies if you have it. Yes, please. Food supplies. Maybe another Dynomat. I don't know what dispenser was. We'll buy one. What was dispenser? Dynamats, we'll definitely need that. We'll put one here on this floor. COVID has made it to space. Oh no.
You have now cured 40 patients. Keep up the good work.
I don't know what dispenser was. Did I go on a specific thing? I should drop off the other stuff here. Don't have anywhere to hold it. I don't have a cargo hold. Nope. Can't build it, so... 40 patients, on track. That guy really dead there. Yep, I can beam up the dead guy. I recycle him? Let's just drop him somewhere. Yep. I should. Space, you gotta recycle things, right? My goodness, we're dropping a lot of junk here.
Your hospital is not looking as clean as it once did. Place a few more litter bins and ensure your scuzzers are set
Oh, I
to
need
recycle.
litter bins. Can I build that? I think so. Nope, I cannot. So many things going on. I don't think I see any trash around here. Federal Hospital? There was a dead body in there.
There is a solar flare.
Yes,
in
please,
progress.
solar
Shall
flare
I
gives me
reconfigure
cash.
the collector to gather
Energy.
some solar energy?
Alright, this is where we need to pick up the trash. Next time I get a trading option, I think I need to buy, if I can. Talking to the rat, alright.
A group of highly contagious people are on board.
Yeah, we're curing as fast as we can.
Like the solar wind to cure them and
Can
prevent
I
their
hire...
sickness spreading to others. Even I'm nervous, and I can't
Hired her.
harbor
Ooh,
germs.
expensive. Well, I mean, we'll talk all this stuff, right?
Spectres have arrived. If the hospital
That's as clean as I can
facilities
get
turn
it.
dirty by the time they leave, we are in serious trouble.
Alright, what do you have? I don't even love Nest.
I've got a bit of hospital stuff here that fell off the back of a trolley.
Patient. Nice. Progressing. Medical supplies, definitely need that. Don't know what the dispenser does. Oh, me. We have a recycler, but I just need more scouter droids, so, well. Medical supplies is laying around. Can I hire you? Yeah. Curing away as fast as I can. I can probably hire another gray so I can fill that last spot there. Hire more of these guys too.
Excellent work.
Excellent work. Contagious patients. Alright, nice.
You're making an excellent job of running this hospital.
Ah.
I didn't think an organic could
Getting
be as
praise.
good as
I'm
such
picking up a lot of
task.
space corpses.
You'll be after my job next. Or not, seeing as I'm technically your servant.
Oh yeah, on the streaming bit, it's just, I started off very slow, and I mean, I'm tiny in that sense, but it was fun to stream and just experiment. I don't know what I need this guy for, but it's fun to, yeah, revisit or give a reason to revisit games that you haven't played in a long time. That's kind of the biggest thing for me. Cap. Hi, Cap. Alright, what do we have now?
Warning, 8 beings with blastocephalus are
Blastocephalus, that sounds good.
I haven't seen this since the year I was created. Beings
Can I build trash cans? That would be great.
You as a medical person must incubate and cure this before
Little
it gets out
bench
of hand.
here.
I remember my
Nice.
creator, Dr. Kurt Bifkin, exploded. I was drenched in glue.
Ultra lamp.
Nearly shorted me out.
Oh my, there we go.
The health
Love Nest
inspectors
is in
are
action.
satisfied with the cleanliness of your hospital.
Health inspectors are happy.
My pleasure node.
Alright, there's the
gradually
love chair. I think they just hang out and yeah. I think this game's PG-13 or something. There you go, Ted. Here's your space strippers. Happy now? It took how many streams to get here? That's how space strippers work, I believe. Makes them happy and keep some pay. Make some money. Can we hire any more of those guys? Yeah, I think you're right there, Vandalay. I'm pretty sure definitely the earlier P4s were not very powerful. The lower spec ones.
You have run out of a type of cargo.
Of course I
Hey,
have.
this is a nice hospital. Ooh, I wish I was
Okay,
extremely
recharger,
well,
dispenser droid, yes please.
good
Lots of
look
those
after
guys.
me here.
Charger up here. Medical supplies. Level 1. Drop the medical supplies. And I put the recharger up here. I can. Still cannot do. I cannot do a trash can. I thought that the guy had it for a while there, but not right now. Guys are droids. Yeah, this game is like, it's a little slow starter, but you can see now how much stuff's going on. I highly recommend it. It's really fun if you like this type of game, like, you know, almost your theme hospital, dungeon keeper, that sort of game, right? They're working through patients. Most of them aren't dying.
The hospital is not looking as clean as it once did. Place a few more litter bins and ensure your scuzzers are
And
sent
place
to
in litter bins.
recycle
Whoops,
duty.
what did I just beam in there? Just beam in trash. Sure did. Probably shouldn't beam in trash into a, I want to work in a recycler. Oh, I put trash in there. Ooh, look at that. We have, there you go, Ted. We got male strippers, too. I mean, to hire them. We're all inclusive.
You have run out of the type of cargo.
Yeah, it was, I remember specifically watching those videos on the fellow, yeah, because a lot of the early P4s were not, you know, it wasn't the revelation, because the P3 was so good, had so many good variants of it, and then the P4 came and was supposed to be the good sequel, and it really wasn't, so... I think the P4 series in its whole was, of course, very popular, but I don't think it was really as powerful pound for pound. I think AMD did pretty big strides during that era, right? Generalizing now, but hospital is running at full speed there, making money on my love nest. Build some more hotels. Oh yeah, that's true, that whole thing. RAM bus and a dedicated specific memory and all that stuff.
There is a solar flare in progress.
Yes,
Shall I reconfigure the collector to gather some solar energy?
Hey, how are you?
Food supplies.
Doing this game, I see.
Lavatron, yes please.
No.
I don't know what I need mineral ore for, but litter bin, yes, a litter bin, for crying out loud. That's not what I want to do. My litter bin down here next to the hospital. Apparently that's a problem. There, put your trash in there for crying out loud. Probably no Lavatron on level 2. A little away from the love nest.
There are 8 other worlders with radiation poisoning on their way.
Radiation poisoning. Still curing people, and people aren't dying, so that's, you know, good. Food supplies. That on layer 1. Yeah, that's true. They probably will be, and it's just, you know, there's so many of them that's not a big deal, right? The P4s, like, they're so easy to find. If you go into a thrift store, like a secondhand store, now you're gonna find P4s left and right, or Portugios and that stuff, so. Yeah, I didn't have a P4 either, I think. I went from P3 to AMD 1200, I think.
Hospital facility is still dirty by the time they leave. We are in serious trouble.
Fine. Dirt here. See, it's all clean.
You cured all the blastocephalus patients.
All right.
For this you get
Nice, getting extra cash.
energy bonus payment and their eternal gratitude.
Yeah, they are. I think that the P4 is really, right now, it's a good... Hire some of these guys, why not? I don't know why, but... Hire some more people. They are such a good, like, just... machine to have. And they're easy to find. They work really, really well, so can't really argue with having a good solid P4, which is, I'm going to do a video on this particular one, because I like that it's so period correct, because this is untouched from the person I got it from. If you're watching, you know who we are, but thank you. It's a machine that is just such a solid rig for that time. Is the most powerful? Nope, not by a long shot, but it is neat as a time period piece. So I'm going to do some select upgrades to it, still keeping it with the time piece, without going overboard, you know? Boy, they're littering all over the place here. Really. Am I out of medical supplies? Because that's a problem. Oh, there's a trader again.
I see you branched out into the health industry.
Second patient's died.
People are always gonna be sick.
All that's to be expected. Maybe buy some luxury goods. Better bin? Yes, thank you.
You have run out of a type of cargo.
Yeah, I know about luxury goods. I literally just bought it. Put a litter bin on here. They just keep littering right here for some reason.
The health inspectors are satisfied with the cleanliness of your
A lot of cash now. We need to build some
My
more
node urges me to
things like these. See how much money they're making here? Entertainment area. We can open this up. It's free. There's some goodies in here.
Help your scuzzer droids by beaming up rubbish and junk and dropping it directly into the recycler. Or is such a menial task below
I go up to the oh, can't go to the habitat deck yet, but picking up trash. Dropping trash all over. Oh, he is having a good time here. Now, how are you for more good times? Yep. What do you? Seem to like that, and they're paying for services, so that's kind of space station. Okay. Dark here. Can I put some lamps here? Or lamp? Oh my. Fancy. A nice little different music here too. Very 60s space thing kind of thing going on. There. Fancy. Go back to layer 1 and drop the things here. Oops, I didn't want to... Oh, I just recycled those medical supplies, I think. Well, that's not good. Oh well, I gotta wait for a trader again, so hopefully these things are still running. Oh, it says medical supplies, I see. How much they have, then. Current level of stock. This one's out, that's a problem.
Out of a type of cargo.
Food supplies? Ah, who needs food supplies? Where's the trader? Yeah, they really are complaining about litter.
I see you branched out into the health industry.
Yeah, I don't need love nest.
People are always gonna be sick.
Luxury goods, food supplies, medical supplies. Thank you very much. Stock that over here, I guess. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Van Light. The
run out of a type of cargo.
even if our 525-inch flop drives have gotten really expensive. I'm not sure why, honestly. Yeah, you're right. It is hard to interact. It's funny too, and that's why I really enjoy when you guys are chatting. It's fun to interact.
You're 10 away from success.
Almost there. But yeah, the 525 drives were really expensive, and I had one that I did a video on that on the P1 166, and I put that in there, right? And that's one I just happened to have. I don't know how I got it at some point, but I was looking like, oh, I'd like to buy another one, maybe. That's super expensive now. I don't know if it's because just the 3.5 was so everywhere. There's so many of those in circulation, but then the 525s just have slowly sort of died out or getting tossed out because they're so... Unless you're doing, you know, old retro, the 525 has pretty minor usefulness, right? But there's a lot of games, especially look behind me like that, came on 525. So that's kind of a bummer. But I think that the 525 floppies, and correct me if I'm wrong, they seem like they don't hold up quite as well. Longevity. They get subjected to disk rot a little more, it seems like. You know, I can hire you for more hired. Curing people left and right. Out here. But it's going well. My stream held up a little bit too. I'm shocked. I wonder if I can try and kick it up a little more here. Output. 9. Alright, let's see if it catches up, because in the beginning I was streaming at my higher quality like I usually do, and it actually redlined for me, so just as I started streaming, so seems fine now. I'm not sure what the heck that was, but I can't get any other service provider here. I looked at another alternative for where I live.
Whatever,
third patient is fine.
The vital 10, which would see your facility closed. There is a solar flare.
Yes, solar
Inspectors
flare.
have arrived. If the hospital facility is still dirty by the time they leave, we are in
Yeah, you're right.
serious
I have a
trouble.
Gotek for an Amiga, but I haven't used it for PC really at all. I really should. It doesn't seem like I use floppies a lot, I guess, but it probably makes sense in some of these really old machines like Handys and things like that, right?
Brilliant! 100 patients have been cured.
Well
I
done.
offer you my heartfelt metallic
Oh, applauding.
congratulations. You have completed
If I could
this
just
level.
build the things instead of like having to wait for the stuff coming in, I think a cargo bay that lets you trade stuff would be usually useful because you're waiting for things.
Done well.
You're a winner. I offer you my heartful metallic congratulations. You have completed this level. I didn't think that you would be too squeamish to deal with the illnesses of frail, pulpy, and fragile life forms. But you've done well. Let's see whether you're capable of performing as well for the Targ. They wish to speak to you about employment, you know. Oh, no, I have to go down to... Yeah, it's not keeping up. Let me go down to settings. Can't sustain that speed. I went down a little bit too. Actually, I'm streaming 7,000 kilobit, which I did like close to 9,000 last time. So right now I kicked it back down to 7,000. It went red when I went to 9,000. So something about not keeping up with the speed there. But I did have to stream a while back. Remember, guys, when I was having problems with my internet in general, I had to kick it down further. So I'm not at 7,000 kbps. So we'll try that for now. All right, next level. Card collect. Get more and more stuff as you progress, of course, and starting it with nothing. Buy anything. All right, what do we have?
So you've become an employee of the Targ
Card
Collective.
collected.
It's not so much a job, more a way of life. Anyway, your task is to set up a cargo trading facility. You must then trade with any passing merchants and
Yeah, that's the
store
thing with the 525, right? Is again
100,000
longevity.
energy.
Like we just
Should be
discussed,
easy
it's
meat
just
for
I
someone of your
think they
caliber.
just don't last long. So the people, you know,
The
when you
Targs
don't have any
who provided
525
these
floppies left,
hard-plan
what's the point of having it,
facilities
right?
and generous souls that they are will credit you with 50,000 energy when you build the energy collector.
Power booster, port, Guzzer. All right, we'll unpack those guys. Electro, I didn't want to pick it up. I wanted to use it. Accept. Power booster. Accept. And this was a port. Port. Accept. Alright, that's everything we need to get started. Now we can build an ultra lamp. All just ultra lamps. Oh my.
I have important news. The ever-gracious Targs are providing 2 additional segments, which you can occupy on this
Star
station.
Dock, one of which has been delivered along with
You'll need
this
to
limit.
expand
Thank
early
you very
in order
much.
to build a Star Dock, one of which has been delivered along with additional
Nice,
units.
really growing now. Dynomat, Star Dock. Really, oh my goodness, that's a thing, all right. Whoa. Dog, heard you like Star Docks inside your Star Dock. That's monstrous. All right. Dynomat. All right, Lavatron. Full speed ahead. Expand. Birth. All right, we'll need that for sure. Right next to here where they're coming in. I want the double layer there if I can. Door. Lumber pods. Quite a bit of cash, so. That's the thing too, is like with Exodus, you're right, it's a good quality source like that. You don't need as much stuff anymore. The interesting. There's so many digital options these days. Like, I kind of liken it to, you know, the optical drive emulators making their way through consoles, is that it's cool to have the original stuff, but you don't need it as much anymore. Like, I love the original stuff, for sure. But, like, I mean, what I'm doing. But you don't have to... There's so many options now. Sensor, yes please. Here, recharger. Oh, we'll need that for sure. Cram that in here somewhere? Yeah. Okay. Building lots and lots of stuff right now. Hire some more dudes.
If you hire some top communications experts, you'll be... Administrator, I urge you to note the race of any merchant.
Each race has certain goods they sell cheap and others they pay a lot for. Further, your friends at the Greys often sell medical equipment and lower price than other trading.
Observed that our friends the Greys
Oh my.
medical equipment at
Throwing things
lower
at me.
prices than the other trading races. This is an historic moment. You are about to begin trading with the rest of the universe. Remember the
Yeah, so it's going to end up with just everything's going to be emulated on a hardware layer, but at the same time.
Other travelers pass by your station.
Build entertainments with fancy accommodations.
Build entertainments and fancy accommodations.
I can't really build anything yet. There's stuff on the second layer. Hanging out? No.
More alien life forms will come running, hopping, or squidging.
4,000 greetings. You see, I'm a Grey. I sell sick bays, medical supplies, and equipment. I am particularly interested in common sensors and items of luxury nature. Nice. Ooh. Fancy. I should probably plug that hole into space thing. Good old spaceship coming in here now. Yep. Nice. Cool animation. Sweet.
A merchant ship has docked.
Again, I love ant farming, where you see things happening. Why Settlers is so appealing. Alright, so what can I trade? I need medical supplies, and I need a sick bay. I don't know what a dispenser is. I'll buy some food supplies.
Administrator, do not neglect visitors to your station. There are goods. You can build cargo supplies in a factory provided with the right technology plans.
Goodness.
So you might want. I advise caution
Factory.
when buying from Arona. He tends to charge much more than other traders. So,
I know. Arona calling. How's it going now? Oh, I got some stuff.
I see. So he sells stuff, but for more expensive.
Why don't we cut a deal?
Would have been hard to come by.
You want my vintage diesel wine from the planet Terra.
That's right. I don't think I need it right now. I'll just hold off. Where's the medical sick bay? There we go. Let's build a sick bay. Bulkhead. Haven't been in this area yet. All space trip has run out, so. Door here. Diagnosis unit. Okay, whiting couch. Alright. Build that and get a basic med bay going there. A siren light me. So love nest, discos, and luxury items at a reasonable rate for people. Buy some medical supplies if I can buy a disco, I suppose. Don't think I have anything up here yet. No. Waiting for them to dock. I think I have everything staffed now. I need some grays, I guess, for the hospital. Sick bay.
a merchant ship has docked.
Merchant ship docked. So sell one of those. A Loveness and a Disco. I have here food supplies. All right. Now,
The merchant ship has departed.
hard plan items. So Disco and Loveness. So Disco. Sure. Some money out of this, right? Door, and that's it. Okay. Alright, fine. And then we had the Love Nest. I mean, our build is quite as big at this time, just to get it going. Door there. For little love chairs here. Love waiting seats. Also expanded later with chronometers. People can keep track of time. TV. And of course an ultra lamp. Now we have to hire some of these guys. Oh, not that guy. Like I'm hiring for Hooters or something here, but there we go. Make some money on those guys. Let's see. Yeah, you expensive.
And you know that I always sell at that cheapest prices.
Cargo hold will be nice though. I don't have that yet. I need to buy that because I'm just. Out of Scuzzer will be nice too. Get to spend the money on it, but I don't think I have a choice. So that's where the sound was coming from. Oh, is it the love chair shown prominently in the GOD? I didn't even look at the screenshot. I just bought it because that's what I needed, so. What did I buy here? Cargo hold, that's right. That would be nice to have that. There we go. I can put the cargo somewhere.
Consider keeping some energy in reserve for buying goods to trade.
I know, I'm trying.
If you spend it all, your later earning power could...
Carrier, comm sensors, cargo base, power boosters, and black market goods. I think you can kind of, you know, leverage the trading thing here and, like, you know, buy from one and sell to the other, right? So, fine. But that sounds like a lot of work. Keep track of who's who. Of course, this is more of a trade-centric mission, right, than it is.
A merchant ship has docked.
What's my goal again
This is an
here?
historic moment. You are about to begin trading with the rest of the universe.
So down there to put it in
Remember,
cargo
the
hold, nice. You don't have to just
ever-wonderful
hanging
target
around.
collective will only be satisfied
Black
if
market
you've
goods,
accumulated at least 100,000 E.
Supplies would be nice. I don't have anything else to sell. But I could buy some black market goods and then see if I can sell that better to someone else. Try and do a little trading here. We can build up some cargo. And see if we can sell any of that stuff. I don't know if it's, you know, keep track of who wants what and how much cash I'm gonna get from it, but traders are coming and going fast now.
Trader received your reply.
Or let's your station up here doing Disco. Yeah, they're partying down. I think we need some of these guys. You're hired. Fair panic. This no. We need to hire you. How many doctors really? So are you low on cash now? Making money on this club chair, so you know that's good. Judge, just give me money. Trader docked yet? Docking.
The trader received your reply.
It's your old chum Arona
Oh,
again.
okay, Arona.
You're gonna love what I've got to sell. And you know that I was
Ah, you're really expensive. Ooh, yes, I can make more money on trade black market goods there. Nice. A little bit of cash there. They take hardware supplies, I think was more. Industrial materials, we'll buy some of that then. Hard to keep track. I think they say what they sell cheaply, and that's what's hard to keep track of.
The merchant ship has departed.
It's departed. Yeah, it doesn't look like there's any, like, you know, super Star Trek-y thing here in the way. This is literally a trading one. Common sense of an item of luxury. You can dock, so then you're supposed to just play them against each other to make money. There's get money from just being in the disco.
There is a solar flare in
Solar flare,
progress.
yes please.
Shall I
That gets a
reconfigure
lot
the
of cash
collector to
if your
gather some
energy is
solar
just increasing
energy?
there. Let's see. Approximate cargo values, 3,000. We need to accumulate cargo without selling it sounds like.
This is an historic moment. You are about to begin trading with the rest of the universe. Remember, the ever-watchful Targ Collective will only be
Again, a lot of things to keep track of, and then now these are just like kind of focused on the trading, and the other one was focused on, you know, medical stuff, so then keeping up with this is going to be
a merchant ship has
challenging. Definitely need a very big sick bay. Merchant ship is docked. You can buy medical supplies, you can sell industrial supplies. Okay, waiting couch. Dispenser. I still don't know what the dispenser does. You just use it out in the middle of nowhere or what? But sell some of the industrial materials. Buy medical supplies. Buy a lot of medical supplies. I think this guy sells this cheap, so we may depart, and then we'll wait for the next trader and see if someone wants medical supplies. I try to remember how far I got in this game when I originally played it on my copy. I think it was one of those that you...
The merchant ship has departed.
What do you think, Zoe? Pleased. Where it gets really complicated. Sorry, enlightening me. I sell love nest, discos, electro items, reason pie. I'm interested in buying sick bays and medical equipment. So that's what they want. I think I'm gonna hire one more of those pleasure guys.
It's your old chum and
I'm not sure I trust you, but
you're gonna love what I've got to sell. And you
I
know
wonder if he's
that
gonna
I
give
will
more
sell
medical supplies than the other guy.
at that cheapest price.
We can build a factory that will let us produce cargo. So Farm will tell you he's the only guy that has these things. So we'll buy a general store.
A merchant ship has docked.
Legacy. Sounds like designer drug us a variety. Alright, we'll build a factory. And we can probably sell some medical supplies. Yeah, there we go. That's a good cash flow there. I don't think we need very many. Selling luxury goods, that's good. We'll buy cheap luxury goods. I think we can then get from the gray, seems to like that. Right. Alright, can we build a factory now? Yes, we
The
can.
merchant ship has departed.
Oh my goodness. Not gonna fit anywhere. Enormous. Fine, we'll build it over here. Holy moly. Blammo! Doing factory lets us then produce goods, either by choosing or not. I just don't remember. That is one of these games that gets overwhelming after a while. It's hard to keep track, but then also how far you play it. You can see here now already doing this here. Fortunately, because of the curvature, it helps kind of, you know, offset how much you're rendering. But even here now, with the full and farm effect, this GeForce 4 Ti 4400 is struggling a little bit. So, and this is a game you can play, you know, probably in modern machines fairly easily, especially the GOG version. I think it just runs natively. The fact that I took that GOG version and just copied it to my XP machine and just ran it, and it runs no problem. I think that's awesome. I bought this one, so. Alright, factory. What can we do with the factory? We look at that. Hard plan. Nothing there. Droids. No, can't do anything there. Basic cargo. Okay. So let's make some luxury goods. That's probably something we can sell. Let's see. I'm particularly interested in factors and industrial crates. So, can we build some industrial crates? Yes, we can. Yeah, P4. Bargaining on some of the pans, but I think it's a gorgeous game for what it is. Just again, that, you know, early 2000s aesthetic, right? I think it looks really, really good. The factory build that stuff right away? Oh, it sure did. Nice. I should be able to sell industrial goods. That means that then when a trader comes in, I can just oh, I guess not. Luxury goods is what I have, but they don't want that. Ellis supply is pretty cheap. Buy black market goods from this guy, I think. And get that better from someone else later. Running low in cash now, so probably want to hold off. Building a power booster, honestly.
Indicate your inventory is worth approximately 25,000.
Hey, you get in low on the old energy, pal? How's about I'll give you a loan?
No, I don't need a loan right now.
It's me again,
Oh, pal Anthony. No, thank you.
Now, seeing as we got a special relationship, I would let you have first refusal.
That's right, we bought a general store. We need to build that.
Tasty good, what do you say?
That gives us cash. General store. Put that in over here. No, I should have built a little to the side. Oh well. Can I open up here? Yes, I can. Open sesame. Let's all talk to hardware and content. I think I have industrial material coming in, so. Come on. Just dance for me. Just gonna build a freaking thing. There we go. That's what I want to do. Okay, merchant ship is docked. Luxury goods, black market goods, so definitely more than I've paid for industrial material. Buy or sell that, or buy that cheap here now. Any mineral ores for production in the factory. Buy that. And we'll sell. I don't think these guys are the ones that wanted luxury goods. Looks like it's a very good cost here. Alright, we'll go back to that one. Whew. There we go, the factory's spinning now.
Ship has departed. There is a solar flare.
Yes,
in
solar
progress.
flare, please.
Shall I reconfigure the collector to gather some solar energy?
Alright, so it's cranking out those one by one. Cargo bay is probably getting pretty full there, but that's good. Just satisfying looking at the cargo bay for this. You can go pick it up if you want. So they're building industrial materials now. This here, so that's what they built. Okay, so they need to take it over there. Harbor supplies, probably need to build a few of those.
A factory has completed its production.
Okay, that's right. They're back to it.
I respect you.
Interested in common sense items of luxury nature. Alright, we got some luxury items to be able to sell that I got now. Like, you can get rolling here now with cash, but it's, I don't know, it's just satisfying watching these little guys carrying the cargo over to the cargo bay. haul it in there. That's the Ted Love nest going over here. They're really happy over here. Disco and everything.
Has ended.
Yep, there we go. We make some cash on the luxury goods for sure.
A merchant ship has docked.
Not much on that one, so we'll sell some luxury goods here.
A stock take indicates your inventory is worth approximately 20,000 E.
Buy some more medical supplies. Nice. Another Levitron maybe up here? Yeah, we'll buy one. I don't want that to be a problem.
The merchant ship has departed.
Alright, so there we go. Getting a little bit of a production groove here going now. Cranking out stuff, putting in our cargo bay. Those luxury items. So what else are we in the queue right now? Full harbor supplies. Probably do some more industrial materials, I guess. I don't know what I have right now. It's in the cargo hold. Whoa! Track of the camera there. A lot of medical supplies, mineral ores, so I don't really have any. These things are harbor supplies, so industrial materials down. Buying sick base and medical equipment and supplies. So we got plenty of that.
Factory
So
has completed its production.
I don't know, but now it's building something else. I think I can just help them out by beaming it directly here too. Yeah, it's true. It only has 1 gig of RAM, so not a. That's the thing. It's not a super beefy machine. It's very accurate. I do need to build another power booster. Alright, so medical supplies, that's where you get cash on this guy. Nice little income there. And what can I buy cheap from you? Luxury goods. Yep, that's what Gray's like. I already have Disco, I already have Love Nest. Okay. Does that stuff go now that I bought it? Drop somewhere, or does it actually go in? That's almost more than I have base for here. I'm not complaining, but I'm just curious where it goes. For the next merchant, but it would be nice to build another power collector. Can't do that. If I can just build the things I need, but it's clearly like more of a mid-tutorial here now, if you will. Kind of guiding you. Nice little speakers and couches. There you go, Ted. We're all set.
Place is looking pretty good, eh? I've got some goods that'll make your eyes fall out and roll around the floor, and when you hear how cheap I'm selling them, your ears will drop off and slide back.
I'll sell the luxury goods to you. I think we could build a star motel. That would give some cash, but boy, is he expensive. Customer Mark 1 technology. Supplies. Yeah, I'd assume a star motel would give us cash, so it's worth the investment probably, even though it's expensive. Buy one of them. Love chairs, well, they're there, they're just not occupied. Build a hotel next to it. Help, right? Supposed to make us money. I know it's dirty here. Particularly interested in factors and industrial crates. So I got some of those. I'm right along. A recycler. A recycler? I'm a recycler. Huh. Thought I had one, but I forgot about that. Can't build one anyway. I gotta buy it from that stupid merchant. This guy wanted industrial material, which I do believe I have. Lots of it.
merchant ship has docked.
Yeah. Gonna make some cash here now. Power booster is 3750. Woo. Black market goods. Sell some industrial material. We made money on that actually quite handsomely there. Well, those were the people, the guys with the wings that were helping out. Those were the strippers, as they were. What's about another power booster? And black market goods, or we could sell that for a little more. All that good there.
A factory has completed its production.
Factory's down with the production. What else can we build here? What do we have coming in? Buying hardware and comm sensors. I think we have hardware supplies. Mineral ores. Luxury goods, lots of it. A little bit of hardware supplies. Oh, we got some. We can sell that. Got lots of luxury goods, so I don't think we need to build that. So let's do some more industrial material. That was like a double profit there on that.
You have run out of the type of cargo. The trader received your reply.
Oh, I'm out of food. That's not good.
Yes,
Oh, hi.
me again, your old pal Arona.
Yeah, Windows 2000 is a good one for that.
Relationship, I would let you have first
Alright, we'll buy some food supplies then. I don't have a choice.
tasty good. What do you say?
I think I can buy recycle from someone else. I don't know what an endeavor is,
A
again.
merchant ship has docked.
Merchant ship is docked. Alright, so... Ooh, black market goods pays off right away there. Luxury goods, yep. I have enough already. Fine. Black market goods then. That's all he wanted there for now. I think that was a good sell. Need a factory. My goodness. In particular, instant comm sensor, I did luxury. I just sold the luxury goods so well. Can I build some more? Oh, I want to repack the room. I want to clear the queue. And I want to do luxury goods. Yeah, there's a lot of thing you can tinker with the memory, and it's kind of like a.
The trader received your reply.
It's difficult to keep it, you know, get it right. And if you don't get it right, then your computer's just gonna, you know, crash or blue screen and stuff like that. So, give me more. Yeah, like how fast it's read and etc. Right? So, making more money now. I think I just have to make
This is an historic
100,000.
You are about to begin trading with the rest of the universe.
Yeah, luxury goods. This is
Remember,
what's
the
supposed to sell to these
Ever-Working
guys.
Card Collective will only be satisfied when you've accumulated at least 100,000 each.
Food supplies are cheap from this guy, so we're gonna buy that. Medical supplies are also pretty cheap. So sell luxury goods to these guys. Now you're supposed to like learn which ones want what, but goodness, it's getting overwhelming to keep track of.
The merchant ship has departed.
The ship is departed. That's why I think this particular P4 is kind of interesting and fun, because it is just like, you know, it was built, it was left alone, and that was about it. Ooh, there's a planet out there. It's more indicative of how you would have run a computer back then, right? So, what does she want? Medical equipment. Well, we just bought a whole bunch of medical equipment. Thank you for that.
Historic moment. You are about to begin trading with the rest of the universe. Remember, the ever-watchful Tar Collective.
Boy, the disco is really popular. Spending some money here.
Accumulated at least 100,000 E.
He's in the hotel there. Some memories can handle quicker and some can't. Like, it depends on the price and what they can do, right? So.
Yes, it's me again, your old pal Arona. Now, seeing as we got a special relationship,
I don't think anything right now.
First refusal on some tasty goods. What do you say?
Yeah, I don't want anything from you, but a
There
solar.
is a solar flare
Yes,
in
solar
progress.
flare.
Shall I reconfigure the collector to gather some solar
Okay,
energy?
this one of the medical supplies. We have plenty of that now. Well, not plenty. I believe one. Cheap luxury goods too. No, not cheap. I can make it cheaper than that. How's our factory doing?
The merchant ship has departed.
That's building luxury goods. A lot of cash in that, I think, because you can make it for $650 and sell it for like $1,000 to $1,200. There was one computer I built, I can't remember what it was, but it was really picky on timing, and I just had to fight with it back and forth for days to get it just right, and that's kind of a risky run with that stuff if you get a poor quality memory, basically. Often, like, the optimist timing is enough to get your computer running, and then there's very minor, like, performance gains on modern computers to get from explicit memory timing stuff, but, yeah. I don't think so. It's just if you overvolt it, right? I haven't done much with that. But I think that's the only thing you could do that potentially would damage it. What do you want? Industrial crates. So this guy wants industrial stuff. Sells black market. Like the money feeling or floor is at least increasing slowly but surely, right? It's I think it's one of those things like that. You can, if you really want to maximize your computer, you can get some more performance out of there, but probably not as much as you might think. So, got one of the industrial materials. All that. Sells black market goods, we'll buy that. Anything else I need there? Goodbye.
The merchant ship has departed.
Matter of making enough money now. You gotta keep track of all these systems here at the end, too. Oh, I can open up another bay, why not? After a while, when you get to the later ones, you can really, fly around the whole donut here. This was very popular, and it's not fun, it's very popular. Like you, Anthem.
Your old pal Arona.
I think I need anything from you.
Seeing as we got a special relationship, I would let you have first refusal on some.
I built Scuzzers, but I think I need one right now. Food supplies and good there. I don't want to sell any other stuff to you because you give less rates. So, all right. So what do these guys want? Hardware and comm sensors. Yeah, I know it's not gonna like that at all when you get all the way up here, but it's a cool, like, pan shot to kind of fly around the. Stay on the. I think this will be easier with a mouse wheel because it likes to use the mouse wheel, so the P3 is gonna be faster. So I think the P4 is interesting, but yeah, certainly not the fastest. I think that, you know, you could do, you know, Windows XP on like a freaking Core 2 Duo or something, and that would be very powerful and be able to run a lot of stuff. Here, I'll help you droids pack up your stuff.
A factory has completed its production.
Got it.
This is an
I did that one.
You are about to begin
You
trading
wanted,
with the rest of the universe. Remember,
industrial
the
hardware supplies, which you wanted. Yeah,
only be
good profit there.
you've accumulated at least 100,000 E.
Medical supplies, I think, was a good sale there, too. But there were other ones that wanted medical supplies specifically. I never bought a recycler. Let's buy a recycler. Oh,
The
that's
merchant
large.
ship has departed.
Oh, come on. There we go. I swore I bought a recycler. I was thinking of the last mission, I guess, so. Costs a little bit of money, but I think you actually make money because they pick up the trash and you get credits from it. So it's another money-making thing. Yeah, disco is really popular. Expanded disco. Edit room. Can only add doors. Fine then. Leave it like it is. Yeah, I saw Markintosh, like in Marchintosh. Seems like every month's gonna have a theme now here soon, but I don't have much. I have one Apple Classic first gen or whatever that I want to restore because my cousins had one and I had some fond memories of playing on that. But otherwise, I'm not much of a Mac guy. I would like to get. No, LGR did that. He got a. I'm gonna butcher terminology now, but like one of those like tower. I'm thinking like the P3 era level one that had AGP port and everything. I think that would be a good one to have. Like he played Duke Tower on it, which runs better on Mac. One of those would be neat to have because it's a pretty PC-centric machine.
Why not help your scuzzer droids by beaming up rubbish and junk and drop?
What does this guy want? Luxury good, right? Yep.
Place is looking pretty good, eh? I've got some goods that'll make your eyes fall out.
Expensive is what you are.
And when you hear how cheap I'm selling them, your ears will drop off and slide.
We have a general store, store motel, starter factory. I don't think there's anything in this guy. Level 1. What's factory doing? Nothing right now, I think.
A merchant ship has docked.
Let's build some. We'll just hedge our bets a little bit. Merchant ship is docked. You wanted luxury goods in. Yep, sure do. Cash there. Want to buy medical supplies from you. Put one there. We got plenty of food supplies. Not black market goods. Don't know what a numeric is. Equipment. Plans. Numeric. Sure.
A merchant ship has departed.
So much to keep track of. We're not that deep in the game. I think that the problem is with these games that I think I run into myself is that I kind of lose interest after X number of missions, and then it's hard to kind of get back into it. And that's why I like playing these games in bursts, because if you focus on this game and nothing but this game for a long time, you know, it might get a little dreary, I suppose, just get kind of stuck in it. Because I think that, you know, the game will expand and you'll have more rooms to build, but in essence, you're still doing the same thing every mission. You're building up the basic facilities, expanding, and just working your way. Alright, so who are we coming now? He wants medical supplies, I think. Medical equipment and supplies. Nice. The other thing, you buy those older like workstation machines, they're actually quite cheap. This is running my server where I dump all my files and stuff like that. It's an old workstation, not too dissimilar. I think I got it for free because someone was throwing it out because it was, you know, it was not functional anymore, but for a server it works great. It has enough horsepower and a bunch of disk bays in it. Place making money. Alright, so I can buy luxury goods from you. I want medical supplies. Only 1,000 for the black market goods. I think I can get better somewhere else. I can buy luxury goods fairly cheap. I'm also making it cheap. No, we're just gonna do that. As long as the factory's spinning, I make money on every time I sell anything from the factory. Seems like it just takes a while. I'm making the drawers. Technology, I can make these things. Our plans. The queue right now. Alright, we're cranking out stuff. Now let me help these guys.
A stock take indicates your inventory is worth approximately 12,000.
I think it, with DOSBox, or I guess on Windows 98, yeah, as long as you have, you know, ISA card and things like that, then you can run a lot of stuff natively. But then if you run really old stuff, speed-sensitive things, then Windows 98 level machine, or, you know, anything faster is just not gonna, it's gonna go way too fast, right? Look at in factories and industrial. I guess you can trade the actual rooms too, which will make you some money, but just been doing good stuff. We're getting there, slowly but surely. How far we get into the next mission, if we finish this one here. My goodness. Become the hardware hour instead. That's why I'd like to keep. Right now, ooh, solar flare.
There is a solar flare in progress. Shall I reconfigure the collector to gather some solar energy?
I like having a 486, P1, a P3, and then a P4 now hooked up all in this KVM then, so I can switch them anytime I want. So, one industrial material. Have some of that. Take it all. Who wants the mineral ores? Black market goods. That's right, he's sells that. Get some of those. I need much more. Power booster would be pretty cheap. I could build another one. We'll buy another one. I think that the power booster just gives you more energy production.
Merchant ship has departed.
So, why not? Either that or it's needed for rooms. I don't know. Or I just burned some cash for no reason, but whatever. Are they new forks of, or not new forks, are they new versions of DOSBox being released for that older still? Because I know that you can run DOSBox on a modern computer with a brand new version. There's multiple different variants and everything, but can you run... Is there a limit on how new your DOSBox can be? With the version that's available for like Windows 98 or XP or something? Oh, not the merchant. Hardware. Yeah, it's a mouse, keyboard, and monitor. That's what it is. Not. I have another like just a VGA or not VGA, another audio switcher for the actual audio, so I can run them independent. But otherwise, the KVM is a old trip lights, you know, thing that you get from. I got one from work because they just had one being thrown out, and grabbed a few of those. Or
a merchant ship has docked.
Merchant ship is docked. Oh, so the new version still run on Windows 98? That's really cool. This guy wanted hardware supplies. Who sells industrial material? Black market goods, I think I can make some money on here now.
Your inventory is worth approximately 20,000.
Sell some of this. Sell cheap industrial materials. Come in handy. There we go. Really racking up the cash now. Should be able to get 100 here pretty soon.
A merchant ship has departed.
See, I might not start the next thing. Maybe just mess around with this computer a little bit or something, because getting another one started would be a deep endeavor at this point, I think. I'd look up what those other things do, like the small room accessories. Not sure. This gets bigger the more cash you have to it. There you go, Ted. You don't want it, right? Oh, wait. Hello. Sorry, Ted. I don't want to get you too excited there. Let's see. They want luxury goods. Yeah, not a lot of people coming to the level
I see that
there.
you have goods of approximate value to bring your energy total to 100,000.
Sell my inventory, don't buy anything else. Got it.
And avoid buying anything else.
Almost there.
A merchant ship has docked.
I know. Luxury goods. My medical supplies, I don't need to. Sell some of the other stuff, but I sell the mineral ore, so it doesn't seem to do anything. Alright. Wait for the next merchant ship, and that should be it as far as cash goes, I think. There's that.
A merchant ship has departed.
Everything I dreamed of on all my streams, finally get to see space trippers. Well, I could like literally pick up the cargo here and just smack it over there. Alright, when the next, like, could hit 100,000 I presume by myself, otherwise next time someone shows up, just go to sell. Do that, I'm beaming right over there. Haha. You know, I've only seen it a little bit here and there. I have a chair in my inventory. Lumber pod, blueprint. Oh. Oh, I must have picked it up by mistake. Whoops. I only watched a little bit. I should probably just check it out more, because it has that sort of British, like, you know, kind of ragtag thing and space thing going. I really should check it out again. There's so many shows and so many things, and... Oh wait, I don't like that guy. Get right in there.
Excellent.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about retro machines now, when you can build one that you can only have dreamed of. Which I think is really, really fun to build machines like that.
Now to business. I have an offer from the Galactic Rehabilitation Authority.
Convict Rehabilitation
They
Center.
want someone to set up and run a convict rehabilitation.
Alright, I'm not sure I'm going to start the next one already, so maybe we'll do something else quick on this machine, because it's a deep game, but that sort of just keeps going down the rabbit hole, right, on more and more stuff, but it's a fun one to play. I do recommend it. Maybe not buy it for the full price I did, but if it goes on sale, right, grab it. Armageddon works on this. Got a few things installed, but here with XP Machine, like, you can actually, you know, run things like Warcraft 2. It will run that stuff just fine, so it's fun to have. I think it's useful to have an XP machine in your arsenal as far as that goes, and it's very useful because it runs a lot of the games that you might want to play in a LAN party. So, yeah. It's fun to build the big ones, if you will, but it's also fun to have the dedicated ones. Like, in fact, again, this machine is now very 2001. It's not powerful for 2001, it's for 2001. This is the type of machine you would have bought or built in that era, which is the person I got it from. That's what he did. This is a 2001 machine he built, right? And if you're on, I'm not sure if you're on, that person, you know who you are, thank you. I'm going to do a video on it at some point, yeah, because it's, I don't know, it's fun with the period pieces. Like my 486, I'm not going to upgrade that guy because I like it as a 486. Yeah, that's right, you keep telling me about that Russian site. You can link it again if you want, but a whole bunch of stuff on there. I think in the case of, I assume in GOG, there's some money going to the original developer or publisher, since they have licensing going for that, so they actually get some real money if you buy a game from GOG. And of course, it's DRM free and you can move it around anywhere you want. But anyway, I like having individual machines for certain purposes. Some machines are fun to upgrade and run like kind of overkill configuration. And some machines are really fun to have the specific one that does exactly what you want for that era. So yeah. What do they sell? I don't think they sell anything as much as just... Or this works on here. Does it? Yeah, I guess so. Resolutions is running out, so we'll do this. I think you posted on Discord a couple times, right? The chat sensor getting worse? It's just onto you, Ted. There, we'll just clean our palette a little bit with some Carmageddon 2 here on this MP4 machine, and I think I've used 5, 4, 3, 2, audio. Okay, so I gotta remember how to steer. It's just really quiet. Ow, you're wasted. That's a good start. Really, just that quiet? That was a good one. A volume back there. Turn down at some point. Board race. Try that again, see if I can remember how to steer here now. So yeah, I was doing a little palette cleansing of Carmageddon. It's a very strong departure from...
3, hey, you!
So, that's a mini-map. That's... Alright, so that's just... Oh, I spent so much time on this game. How do you set the view? You have sensitive eyes. Hey, Christopher. We're probably going to wrap up here pretty soon, but I appreciate you joining. I am starting up Carmageddon 2 after playing Startopia for a while, and I'm doing great at this game so far. Can't remember how to flip your... I should look at the keys here. I'm not getting anywhere. Finger controls. Accelerate. Recovers. Insert. Of course it is. Insert is recover. There we go. I have to turn to view somehow. Alright, you wasted it. This is super fun in multiplayer because you're kind of roaming around trying to find everyone and like really janky physics, and of course a very, very, very not very nice game. For all of you who played Carmageddon of some variety, but yeah, you don't do very nice things. Yeah, super fun in multiplayer. I don't know, I change the view so much. I remember the last time we played this. I think we ran on XP machines, and this is where this game runs great. Whee! The first one is almost more iconic, but this one has more stuff of everything. That runs great on... Oh, yeah, oh. Weirdest series that I don't think has made much of a comeback or... Oh, that was insert. Sorry, that was... It has more interesting things going for it, this game, I think, than 1, but 1 is more iconic, right? So. Again, it's where Network with this truly shines, where you just roam around and just cause all kinds of mayhem and havoc, and getting the trailing like ball that goes behind your car that causes, you know, wreckage. And yeah, the first one is definitely more iconic. I was curious if I still had his work on this machine. Apparently I did. So, who does not? Don't know what I did with the camera, but. Hey, look at those textures. Pretty crisp textures going on there. Guess he's taking me somewhere. The dragster is fast, but very, very weak, so. Alright, let's Carmageddon too. Works fine. Fun to play. I don't have that much on this X machine. It's funny, on the 98 machine, I went through, like, I'm going to install all the games I remembered, and I just kept cramming games on there, and I had so many after a while that I just didn't know what to play anymore. And this X machine, I just started installing some of the classics I played. Like Dungeon Siege, and then Emperor Battle for Dune is another favorite of mine. I'll probably stream that one sometime. I really like that game. Kind of like Command and Conquer, except Dune. Well, that's where Command and Conquer came from. So, and I know Christopher just arrived, but I think I'm going to stream a little shorter tonight. We're already almost at the 3-hour mark even, so. But yeah, Dungeon Siege is amazing. Yeah, I need to figure out to do a build stream. Figure out my camera setup and how I'm going to do that, and because I figure I want the primary camera pointed at the thing, but then I got to cut it back and forth. So I'll think about that and figure something out. I don't have too many machines just kind of laying around as far as like ready to be built, and then often I'll do you know, full videos on them. But it will be fun to just do a tinkering episode again, where I'm just building or messing with something, upgrading or whatever, stuff like that. So oh yeah, LAN cafes, I remember those. Awesome. I think I was in school at the time, and my friend somewhere where we're living had 10 megabit up and down back then, which was pretty awesome. We were just file sharing back and forth, and we'd literally play, you know, games with each other just from our own apartments, because the internet was so good in that town. So just, there was an RJ45 jack in the wall, click, called them and say, I want internet, and you had 10 megabit up and 10 megabit down. Back then, I mean, we're talking like 2003. That was amazing. So we used a lot of file sharing going on, let's just say that. But yeah, I'll think about a setup of some variety. I may have to consider where I'm going to do it, because it's like I have the workbench is back behind me. There's no like capture gear over there, but I'll think about it. Maybe I can figure something out. Nothing else is tinkering with the machine, even if it's not a build. I assume wouldn't be fun. So yeah, I think I'm going to call it there tonight. So I really appreciate you guys hanging out. It was smaller crowd today, but it's still fun. So it's a little fun to chat. Always feel free to chat in Discord as well. If anyone needs a link, let me know. And I will think of another random retro game to play next week. Or maybe a tinkering episode. We'll see. Yeah, that would be fun to do a LAN thing or whatever. There's all those options with, like, I'm not sure if like Hamachi networks, things like that still exist, where you can retro connect, if you will, and create a tunnel. But that only gets you so far. But it's the LAN party themselves are so much fun. I really hope to hear locally have LAN parties. Again, I really miss that, because it's super fun just to, you know, get a bunch of drinks and snacks and whatever and just play the night away. So, but anyway, thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys on Discord, Twitter, all that stuff. You know, good stuff. So, have a good one. I'll see you next week. See you later. Stay retro.